Welcome to episode 10 of Meal Prep with Coach LJ. As promised last week, the next 12 episodes are going to be based around paleo. Now, just like we did when we were focusing on macros only, I am going to throw in some things that if you aren't doing strict paleo, things you can do in place of that. Now, with the paleo, I want you to understand that we are still counting macros. We are just eating paleo lifestyle. So I want to point out here, this book, Rob Wolf is the guru of paleo. So anything by Rob Wolf, then check it out, read it. This is a fabulous book on Wired to Eat. With paleo, it is no sugar. You are eating basically like a caveman. And now let's understand there are different versions of paleo out there. If you're doing the blueprint paleo, that is like hardcore caveman style there. But there are versions that allow you to eat sweet potatoes, and there are versions that say no sweet potatoes. Same thing with corn. And we will talk about those throughout the 12 episodes so that you understand that. But again, if anything by Rob Wolf, I would look that up. He is the guru of paleo. This is a great magazine also. They publish this and send it out to you bi-monthly. And it has some fabulous recipes in there. I will be pulling some things in the next 12 episodes from this magazine. And I will be backing up some things that we say on the show through research that is found in both of these sources and others that I will mention throughout the next 12 episodes. All right, so to start with our first episode on paleo, we're going to go over to the blackboard like we normally do. This is episode 10 total. This is our Paleo 101 with macros. Now, the last 9 episodes, we were focused on a base, and that particular athlete that we focused on was between 1,600 and 1,700 calories with their macros, and we were eating strictly off of if it fits your macros. So we took recipes. We did talk about how you could adjust those recipes to fit like paleo or gluten-free. This time we're going into what's called a phase 1. So we are cutting calories, cutting macros. So we're taking this person from 1,600 to 1,700 calories to about 1,300, to be exact, 1,325 calories here. And you'll see the different macro breakdown as we talk through these meals and see how their protein, carbs, and fat is reduced, and how this is based off of an afternoon workout, how that's changed. And if you look back at the past episodes, you'll notice especially meal 3 here, which is right before their workout, how it was on base, strictly all carbs, and now we've got some protein with the carbs. So if you can notice some differences throughout that. All right, so let's talk about, there's still 6 meals, so still 6 mini meals that you're separating about 3 to 4 hours apart throughout your day. So meal 1 on this one is 7:30 a.m.-ish, and you've got 18 grams of protein, 7.5 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbs, and the green that we always talked about and didn't quite always show through the other episodes. We're going to try to show more greens through the paleo. Meal 2 is at 12 p.m. so you can see the difference between base and our phase 1 is we're getting rid of a mid-morning breakfast there. So we just have one breakfast in the morning, and this is longer than the 3 to 4 hours. This is a little bit closer to, over 4 hours, but it's because of that person's work schedule that we had to go a little over. 18 grams of protein, 40 grams of carbs, and then 2 greens here, okay? Meal 3 is getting them ready for before their afternoon workout, and that's 20 grams of protein and 40 grams of carbs. Ideally, we would like half of this before the workout and half during, preferably during a strength. Meal 4 is right after their workout, so this is a recovery protein shake, 24 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, and 1 green mixed in. That doesn't have to be a shake. If you were to leave and go home and eat a meal with those macros in it within 20 to 30 minutes, that would be awesome as well. Meal 5, around 8 p.m., then we have 24 grams of protein, 15 grams of carbs, and 2 greens. And then meal 6 is just right before bedtime, 25 grams of protein and 7.5 grams of fat. So one big difference you're going to know here is a reduction of fat. sometimes it's hard to do everything fat-free. So if you do have a gram or two of fat in these meals, and you just want to reduce it from meal 1 and meal 6 on what you're getting there, okay? All right, we're gonna go through and show you every single one of these meals on the first episode. That way we can refer back to it in our upcoming episodes. All right, this is already prepped, so it doesn't look the best, but it is kept in the refrigerator. You can even keep it in the freezer. This is a whole banana sliced with their protein, and it's a base vanilla mixed with a strawberry here. And then that scoop of green that I've shown you, the powdered greens in past episodes. All this just goes in a blender with some ice and 8 ounces of water. And then you have your first shake of the day. Of course, you can do food, but this is just another option here. All right, that lunchtime meal. It said 2 greens, so we got more than 2 greens in here, but that's because it is a salad. So we took our shrimp, and there are mushrooms that we cooked in here, cooked with Mrs. Dash. It's salt-free and a really good seasoning to use on your food. And we added all kind of vegetables in here. We've got celery, peppers, onions, all diced up in here for a nice good salad. And then with the dressing, Skinny Girl has a variety of sugar-free, fat-free dressings, and this is just one I wanted to feature today. Now, if you were doing paleo for your carbs, and I don't have it here today, but you would want to add in the proper amount, so 40 grams of carbs of a fruit or maybe a vegetable like a butternut squash or a sweet potato to meet that carb amount. If you're not doing paleo, then brown rice, like we've showed in the past, is a good option to actually put in your salad. And you can see I've got the measuring cup here so that you can just measure it out easily by keeping it in there and put it in your salad. And this is just a drink that I've shown on past episodes. It's a good drink with some of your good vitamin sources in it to have around lunchtime as well. It's 0 of everything. All right, then we're going into meal 3, which is 20 grams of protein and 40 grams of carbs. I didn't bring the protein because it's just powder, and I didn't feel like showing powder after powder. So we've got our yogurt here. This is an okay yogurt to have. There are better yogurts out there. There's Greek yogurt that has more protein in it. But for this particular person, we had to make sure that we were fitting that carb amount as well as the proper protein amount. So this has 4 grams of protein already in. So we take 2 of these, 2 yogurts, that's 8 grams of protein, and then add an additional 12 grams of protein. You're gonna take the carbs that are in the yogurt here, and what you can do is add pineapple or another fruit in with your yogurt for your carbs, or remember the core drink that we've talked about before, drink half of it, and that could get your carb amount also if it's in a drink, because this is 2 servings, so you have to remember that. So always watch your carbs and what you're drinking, because a lot of people don't realize how many carbs and what they're drinking, and that's what sneaks up on them. All right, now talking about workout time. This is a pre-workout, so if you're kind of into doing some pre-workouts, same brand as this, but this is specific for pre-workout, and it's going to have that caffeine in there to kind of get you ready and pumped up for your workout. All right, so then you work out, and you've got meal 4, which is your recovery shake, or like I said, if you're going home eating a meal, then do that, but it needs to be within 20 to 30 minutes of your workout time. So up here, I just put some brands of a protein. I wouldn't mix the chocolate with this because this is berry. I would do vanilla. But this is athletic greens like we've talked about before. And these sources here, that's just your BCAAs. Since this person needs a carb, 50 grams of carbs, then Vitargo is a powdered carb. I don't think we've shown this before. This is unflavored, so it's not gonna alter the flavor of whatever your protein shake is. There is flavored ones. There's berry and an orange. So it kind of almost is like a smoothie, and I kind of consider it, if I get one of these, as like a treat, is like a shake that I'm getting, okay? And then we've got our creatine here. All right, so this is all for after your workout. Then we have meal 5, which you would have at 8 p.m. and that is shown here. What we did this week is take mahi-mahi, we baked it in the oven for about 15 minutes. It is seasoned with our roasted garlic and pepper. Nothing else, no olive oil, nothing else on there, because remember we're cutting our fat. So all that's on there is this and baked in the oven. Sorry. And then we did steam asparagus. Those same mushrooms that I cooked and put in with the salad, mixed it in with the asparagus, and then baked sweet potato fries. What I have not done yet that I think would be really good too is using an air fryer on those sweet potato fries. I just got an air fryer, so that's gonna be coming. So hopefully that's gonna work and be good. Of course, I'm featuring water because you need to be drinking water throughout the day. At least give me half of your body weight, at least. Bedtime, we've got our other fat and then our protein. We've shown the casein protein in the past, and I've shown a different almond butter in the past. This one does have some sugar in it, but I just wanted to show you guys a different version. But on paleo, you would want to go all natural, okay? If you're just still doing, if it fits your macros, then spice it up a little bit. We're getting a flavored one, like the vanilla, and that's okay. But strict paleo, you need to make sure it's an organic, all natural almond butter there. All right, so this is our first episode with paleo. I look forward to receiving your feedback. Please send me ideas, questions you may have, anything, because we want to bring it up in our upcoming episodes. I'm super excited about our paleo shows, and I will see you next week for episode 11.